Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Jurassic World Primal Attack Pack Minmi. Now, before getting into this review, I would just like to give a quick shout out to a good friend of mine's Twitch, or not really his Twitch account, but he has association with it, so yeah, it's called ThatsBadKarma. I'll link that in the description below. They have a YouTube channel, and they have Twitch, so if you wouldn't mind checking them out, that would be great, so yeah. Anyway, let's get on with the video. So, first, we'll take a look at the painting here. And the painting on this figure is not terrible. Not great, but not terrible either. So, as you can see here, most of the body is this reddish color. This is actually a repainted figure. The original figure was like more of like a mustard yellow, which I really wasn't a fan of. So, yeah. All of the osteoderms and bumps back here are not painted white, but these are actually like a different material. These are actually rubber, which I actually think is really cool. Like, these aren't entirely rubber figures, but Mattel is sort of like implementing rubber into their figures, which I think is, very neat. So, yeah. But the spikes in the front here, they are painted white. The eyes here are painted a greenish yellowish color, which does look nice, and the pupils are painted black. We do have some brown around the eyes right here. Underneath, we have the Jurassic World logo and the scan code. And unfortunately, the toenails aren't painted, but that's to be expected. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the painting on this figure. Not a whole lot. Like if these weren't painted, then this would look pretty bland. But these actually make the figure stand out. So if it wasn't for like the osteoderms back here, or whatever you want to call them, the painting would look very bland. But it doesn't. It actually does look very eye-popping. So yeah, the painting on this figure is good, so it gets pass. Now I'll take a look at the articulation, and the articulation on this figure is basic, but honestly, all it really needs to be. The head can look down about that much, and can move. 360, though it is kind of tight, so I wouldn't recommend doing it, because you might scratch the figure. But anyway, the legs can move, like that, and somewhat like that, and same with the other side, just, that. And the tail can twist 360. And that's pretty much it for the articulation. Honestly, these attack pack figures, I've said this before several times, but they're not really trying to be like the most like intense when it comes to articulation. I don't know if that's a good word to use, but still, the articulation, they're usually basic, so honestly, the articulation here is fine, so I'd say it gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpting here, it's not one-to-one with the actual dinosaur itself. I know Jurassic Park or Jurassic World isn't really, like, too concerned with being scientifically accurate, but, like, the Minmi never appeared in a franchise, or in the franchise before, so, like, yeah, that's just where I stand, so I feel like a little accuracy, I feel like, I should point out, but, yeah, but mainly, like, the osteoderms here, they weren't like this, like Ankylosaur-like, they're more like, they actually look more like the scales you see on crocodiles, like on the sides. So, yeah, just like a little more crocodilian looking, and not so much like this. Not accurate, but it still looks good. I'm not knocking this figure because it's not accurate. The sculpting here is still very nice, but I'm just saying, it's not accurate, but that is not an issue. So please do not take that as that. So, yeah. But overall, the sculpting here, it still looks pretty nice. So, the sculpting on this figure gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing is actually really nice. So going to the head here, we can see all of these scales and whatnot in the face, which looks great. And then we go to the side of the body here, and all the little bumps and cracks and whatnot look very nice, and even the osteoderms on the back here are detailed very nicely. The scaling here looks really nice, all the creasing, and a lot of the scaling here looks very nicely defined. And same with the back leg. A lot of musculature, a lot of just really nice detailing. And yeah, everything here just looks really good. Some detailing throughout as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the detailing. For a figure like this, it's really good. So the detailing here, I'd say gets a pass. So at the end of the day, should you get this? Honestly, I don't know. Because like the main figure I was looking for from the Primal Attack line, besides the Isla Nublar Escape set was the Sora Pelta figure. I really wanted that one, but I was never able to find it. Or it at least came out when like the pandemic first happened, and of course I wasn't really out in like any stores or anything like that because, you know, that's dumb. But things like at least around here are starting to like die down. So like it's still a little safer to go in stores, but it's still like not 100% safe. But yeah, I wasn't able to find it, and I'm still not able to find it. On Amazon, it's like, well, I'm not talking about this thing, but like the Sora Pelta, I mean, but on Amazon, it's like $40, which I don't think it's worth it, like, at all. So, getting this figure, I would have preferred the Sora Pelta, I'm not gonna lie, but this is still not a bad figure at all. I found this at Target when I was trying to look for the Escape from Isla Nublar set. It only cost, like, honestly, $8, and, like, for $8, that's actually not bad. This is still a very high quality figure. And that's something, like, I do like about these smaller figures, like, by Mattel, because, like, these smaller dinosaur figures feel more high quality than, like, the bigger stuff, like the Soundstrike and, yeah. Very nice quality, so, yeah, I do like this figure. So, at the end of the day, I feel like you should get this. There are scalpers, though, so do be careful. But if you do find this in stores, then honestly, yeah, I'd say this is definitely something you should pick up. If you didn't get the original. If you have the original, honestly, I don't see a point in buying this, but if you don't have the original like me, then I'd say go for it. So, yeah. Anyway, if you want to know how big it is, here it is next to Dr. Billy Grant. And it should be a little smaller. It should be like, I want to say like about there, but it's still not terrible. I don't think it's bad at all. And of course, some hand sanitizer. Stay safe, stay clean. Yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zack out.